It's so gloomy today. I get the question from you guys all the time. Alyssa, do you miss the US? Alyssa, how do you deal with homesickness? Alyssa, when are you going to visit the US again? Not only do I get this question on the internet, but I also get this question in person with people I know in real life all the time, especially when I'm meeting someone for the first time, which makes it just so awkward for me because I don't know how to answer that question, which when I'm meeting someone for the first time and they ask me questions like that, it makes me feel so awkward because I don't know how to answer in a way that doesn't make you feel awkward. Does that make sense? And then they start asking more and more questions and it just gets like, I don't know you that well. This is weird. As I'm making a video to put on the internet. Makes sense. So let's first talk about homesickness. When I first got here, I just kind of jumped right into it. There was just so much to learn, so much to see, so much to do, so much to figure out. And I kind of felt like I didn't have time to be homesick. Like I didn't have the mental capacity to feel homesick. And everyone told me like, oh, it's gonna come. It's gonna hit you. Homesickness, it's gonna get you. And I always thought like, yeah, sure, I'm sure it'll come eventually. And almost 7 years later, I'm still waiting. Hello? Homesickness? Are you coming? What's going on? And of course, I miss the US. I miss Utah. I miss Salt Lake City. But I don't miss it in a way of like, my heart is longing for my home. Because I don't feel like that's my home. I don't really feel a huge attachment to Utah, but I also feel like I don't really know Utah that well. I moved to Switzerland when I was 18 years old, and I haven't really even seen that much of Utah. I don't really know Utah that well. I have some friends that lived in Utah for college, and that's it. And they know Utah way better than I do. I just didn't really grow up in a family that like went out and explored and went to see new things. Since we moved to Switzerland, we went to visit Utah once. And I think that trip, I saw so much of Utah. We went to Zion's National Park. We went to like all these places that I had never been. So it was kind of like, this is my home, but like you're showing it to me for the first time. It was really weird. It's so weird when I think about it. And I feel like it's hard for me to relate to other people living abroad or other expats because when they move abroad, they move away from their family. But I don't have a whole lot of contact with my family. I don't have close relationships with my family. So when I moved to Switzerland, I gained a family and it's a really close family. So it took a while for me to get used to their family dynamic and to integrate into their family. That's probably the biggest reason why I don't miss the US very much and I'm not super homesick because my close family is here in Switzerland. And I know I'm so lucky because that scenario is so rare. And I always feel so sad when I talk to friends that have also moved abroad and they're struggling because they miss their family and they just want to go visit as much as they can because I don't really have that and I feel really bad. And also the question about if we're ever going to go visit. Of course, we want to go visit the US. We want to go visit Utah. Colvin has family there. I have family there that we would love to go see, but it is so expensive and it's so hard to prioritize saving up for such a massive expense when traveling within Europe is so cheap and so easy. So hopefully one day when Colvin is done with school, we'll be able to afford to go back, but it is so expensive. Are you still recording? But that's it for my little quick video today. Thank you guys for your questions. I appreciate that you guys care. Oh, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, then you've never seen my blue wall before. I'm super excited. I'm super in love with it. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram. I'll have my link down below. And I also wanted to let you guys know that I have started getting more into blogging on my website. I'm trying to be more consistent with it. And it's actually really fun. I actually really enjoy it. And I never thought that I would love blogging because I love video so much. But writing a blog post and filling it with lots of pretty pictures is just so relaxing. So if you like to read blogs, go subscribe to my blog on my website. But I also wanted to let you guys know a little announcement. I've talked in the past about launching a podcast. And I just wanted to let you guys know that the launch date is the 1st of January, 2018. I wanted to podcast for so long. You guys that follow me on Instagram are so cute. You're helping me like brainstorm ideas for the name of the podcast, and I just love you guys so much. I don't have the name yet. I feel like the name has to like speak to my soul. So if you have any name ideas, it's going to be pretty much about the same things that we talk about here on my YouTube channel. Kind of like personal growth, taking baby steps, becoming our best selves, loving ourselves. So I want the name to be something like growth or like flourish. I don't know. I'm really like thinking about it all the time. But I think that's it from me today. I hope the sun is shining wherever you are today. Don't forget to enjoy the journey, and I'll see you guys next time. Mwah! Tschüss miteinander.